Hi there, this is Derek Shumway on the DollarProbs Startup Company podcast. Today is November 19th, 2020, and today with my interns, we're going to also share a fear that we have. And I'll go after you guys are done here.
I'll make us go first. Hi, this is Matt, number one for DollarProbs. A fear I have that I've had is the ocean. And not necessarily the beach or anything, but just the ocean and being out in it, and there's just a lot of unknown in there, and it's always scared me, so that's one of my fears.
And this is Adam, intern number 2. I have a few fears.
I've got a few too.
Yeah, my first one is for sure snakes. There's no reason something should move without arms. That's just or legs. That just doesn't make sense, and they're so fast. Especially the ones on the water. And then the second one is heights. I'm not necessarily afraid of like roller coaster heights or anything like that, but like being in really tall buildings, and especially when I can feel like the slight sway of the building and stuff, that's a very eerie feeling to me. And then my last fear is kind of a sillier one, but it's water balloons. I'm not necessarily afraid of water balloons, but I do not participate in anything to do with water balloons, because when I was younger, someone threw a water balloon and it hit my eye, and it had all these crazy issues, and they said I almost lost my vision, quote unquote, and all this stuff. So I just don't mess with water balloons anymore.
Wow. Now, would you go to the ocean, Adam?
I lived on the
Oh,
ocean.
of course, you're from California.
My whole
You're
life.
a surfer dude, right?
No, I never
not a surfer
surfed,
dude.
but
Well, are you
I-
a skier dude?
No,
I'm not either. I'm from Utah.
Yeah, I mean, I went to literally I lived at the beach every summer at the beach, so.
Wow. No, but you would have a water balloon fight with me, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah.
Okay, I would too. My fear is, one of the fears is slipping in the shower and falling down. Like every time I'm done with the shower or the bath or whatever, when I step out, I'm always panicked. My other foot's gonna slip. I'm gonna fall and hit the hard floor, like the tile or the whatever stone or whatever's at the bottom. My other fear is blowing up balloons. So when you blow them, I'm always afraid it's going to pop into my mouth and shoot rubber down my throat and kill me. So I never like to blow balloons up very big because I'm too scared that and I try to pinch it so in case it comes through it'll be blocked. Oh man, that just creeps me out. Blowing up balloons. But I love to play with them. And I was whenever I have a job on salary and have the ability to buy a house or build or whatever, I will definitely make sure I install 2 guardrails into a fancy bathtub, and then also a little bench in the shower so that in case I die getting out of it, then I don't. And when you're drying off, I'm always afraid I'll tip over. So that's our fears. That's another interesting thing for us to learn about each other. So. So I put this together. When did I send this out to you guys? 12:09. Okay, I said 2, but I got to bed at 2. But I guess I did this before that. So 15 hours ago, I sent this email. Pretty bare bones. But let's talk about how the week went. What we did do, what we did not do. How I like how I'm the only one laughing. And how we can do better and what we can commit to again. And this was the little review from last time here. Mm-hmm. Now I did see. Okay, first of all, I don't know how to do this. This is no problem. I didn't make any calls like I said I would. But I sense some calls were made from you guys. Is that correct?
Last week I made a call.
Okay, a call. So you
and then
did you make the first call then of the company?
No, I think he did.
I don't know which was first. I did 2 the week before.
Okay.
And then I realized I hated selling, or I hated doing,
good.
I hate doing sales
Awesome.
pitches. And so then I decided that...
Wait, how did it go? You gotta tell us how it went. Who did you call? Do you remember?
It was my old apartment complex.
And so you
and
talked to him?
No, it was after hours, and I was like... and they didn't answer, and I was just like, well, I tried.
Okay, that's good.
And I was like, yeah, I'm never doing this again. And
Okay.
obviously, like, I'll do it again, but I was just like, yeah,
That's
I
okay.
hate doing this. And
That's
so,
good.
And so yeah. That
Awesome.
happened.
Enlighten us, Matt. What about you?
So I just did 2 apartment complexes in Lehigh. I did talk to people. I don't even know who they were or if they
This isn't our number, is it? Is
No,
this
I didn't
anyone?
call
Is
from
this
there. I
some
couldn't.
random?
I looked a little bit, but I couldn't figure out the voice, so I just called from my
Oh,
phone. I wasn't too
okay.
worried about it, and I need to look into it more.
You can just make your own, too.
Oh really?
Did you
I'll
try
probably
logging
do that.
into this and like dialing it from like your laptop or your app?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I
okay.
looked on here briefly, but I just used my phone.
Oh, okay, that's
I
okay.
wasn't too worried about it.
Okay, I
can-
mean, yeah, I'm not. If you want to use it, I
Yeah.
don't have a problem.
But anyway, I don't know exactly who they were with the apartment or if they had buying power, but like I just went through a little spiel with them and they just weren't interested. And I wasn't
Yeah.
super pushy because I wasn't super comfortable, so I just was like,
Right.
okay, not interested, see ya.
Well, did you ask to speak to anyone specific, or was it just the general first
Just a
customer
general, yeah.
receptionist type?
Mhm.
Let's see.
So maybe that's something that we could figure out, like who we need to talk to.
Yeah.
Because I just made the first call, but.
I remember back in high school, I taught a little basic. It was called the Community Investments in Basic Finances course, a community class at the library in American Fork, my 12th grade year, and I charged students for the class. And I had like 14 students. But then I realized pretty quick after like buying like pizza for them once, so I think about like 4 pizzas, that ate like half the money that I only charged like $7 per student. It was like an hour and a half being every day after school or whatever. But then I thought, oh, how do I do this to like actually save money and, you know, not spend now half of our admissions revenue that I earned my $50 or whatever. I called like 100 or a couple hundred restaurants. I called everyone in American Fork and I said, hi, this is Derek Shumway. And I first started off by saying to the restaurant, I said, hi, is your manager there? I'd like to speak to them. Not just to the frontline worker, but to the manager and stuff. And they would often get there to the manager and stuff.
Yeah, because usually they're just like
They'll blow it off.
but usually there's like some underpaid person who's just like, yeah, I don't want to hear you complain, so my manager can listen to you complain, you know?
Yeah. And that was very nice. I'm very nice on the phones, you know. But I asked, and in the end, I got over $1,000 worth of free food and gift cards and certificates and like stuff from all these businesses, from 14 businesses. And something like one of them was like J-Dogs. we got to pick up like 75 hot dogs from them for free because I said, hey, we're doing a community class. In return, if you donate some hot dogs to feed my kids for me, then I'll learn about your business and spend some time in our class teaching them about local business. And so it's kind of a win-win there. So that was cool and stuff. So maybe we can ask the manager. That would help there. But it's good that you had that experience, though. And last night, I was like, okay, tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to make calls before I see the interns and stuff. And then late last night, I took the sub job that popped up on the system, and so I went to Western High this morning. I got like 4 hours of sleep. When you get to bed at 2 and wake up at like 6:30, whatever, and then I just came straight from school and stuff. So that was my day with high schoolers, and then I obviously did not make calls and stuff there, and so I was like, what is wrong with us? What is wrong with me? You know, what's wrong with you, Adam? You know, I don't know, like, not in a bad way, that's a joke, of course.
I'm offended.
Okay, so it's hard. So I don't know, we're gonna have to figure this out here. Okay, so now the calls, we've got that out of the way and stuff. The Facebook groups. Now let's look at that. I did some of that while I was on vacation last week. And did you do the podcast last week? Did that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did you post it already?
Yeah, I posted.
Oh, it is? Okay. I haven't
I
even looked.
think Tuesday.
Oh, awesome. Okay, because I do not get notifications from Spreaker. I've turned those off. And I unsubscribed from their emails that they always send. They're like, do this and pay for this. And so I'm afraid it took that email away when it says, oh, your podcast got published. So I was wondering if you did it or not. I was like, I don't know. Like, should I text him? Or like, I should have just checked, Matt. What was I going to look for? This
Facebook group.
Facebook groups. Okay, this is not a pummel on you again, Adam. But have you done this here? Have you looked at Facebook groups?
Nope.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. We're going to. Can you look at Facebook groups this week, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
That'll be good there. So we've got Matt here at the beginning. I saw that you did this because I saw notifications come from my Facebook. So I knew this was happening behind the scenes. I followed it through. Let me put joined. So we only have like what?
30.
14 that did not. Now this is like 13 now because I just got like 2 new notifications just barely today. But the rest of these, we've joined them. We post on most of them. And I did a handful of these rapidly in like 2 days. But I actually realized this was not that hard. It only took me. I found them. I searched them. I like LEDs, and then I pushed join, and I did like I don't know. Like now it's like 40 of them or something, maybe 30. I don't know, at least 25. And then that was it. And then like I waited a day. I did all other stuff, and then I went back and I just had a form note on my messages here. I hope nothing crazy pops up here. Just like, what's this? Okay, so this is. I'm like scanning this column. I'm like, like. All right. So, anyways, this is what I posted. So I just copied this post, and I'll show you what it looks like. There it is.
Did you get kicked out of them?
I did. We did get kicked out of a few.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And this is where I realized the importance of finding an actual meaningful group because. So at first I thought, okay, it's good that Matt hit, like what was it, like a local business, Utah renters, small business stuff there. I thought, oh, that's cute, but we need something more about light bulbs. So then I went hot and heavy with LEDs all over the place. Well, the problem that I ran into that I did not foresee, as you did, is these are so obscure though that they're not locationally beneficial, and that was my problem. So these are kind of they gained exposure for us, but they don't gain us meaningful exposure because these are not people in Utah. I realized. I got too carried away. I didn't think of that till after I realized. Then I went and found my one favorite group on Facebook, All Things Happy American, and I posted. They let me post that there. Okay, so
did you have any problems with some pages I found wouldn't let me join as a page? So like
I saw that as I was posting as myself.
Okay. Yeah, some of them wouldn't let me do a page, and then some of them, like especially some of the local ones that like you can sell stuff on, they wouldn't let businesses post.
Yeah.
And so I didn't even join those.
I noticed that.
Yeah. Okay. So I had that problem. So I only joined 10 pages because a lot of the local ones I couldn't find.
Oh yeah, that's understandable. That's good there because, gosh, people who control these Facebook groups, I've complained to my mom so many times about how I don't like the administrators of certain Facebook, because they're just like that,
They all the Karens.
Yeah, they just, they have like 5 pages of only post if you agree to this, and you can't post that, blah, 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 and then I'm like, at that point, they've got so many like bureaucratic and administrative overhead, it just ruins the fun for the group. I'm like, well, especially when it's 6.4 thousand people, you shouldn't need to manage that unless you're being paid Boku dollars. But if you're just doing it out of the goodness of your heart because you're the community de facto leader, then I feel like there's perhaps better things to be doing than to monitor my posts about light bulbs, for heck's sake. So, yeah, this one's like what's on your mind, Derek, and so this would have to post on that. Literally, this is what I did. I'll show you right now. This is how we'll post. We're going to post this one right now. Bum, 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 bum.
And we're going to get kicked out in the next 10 minutes. You guys heard it here.
Here we go, doing a live posting. So I've copied that. I'm going to refresh this just to make sure it's a fresh page. Don't you just love this dark mode? Although my Facebook on my iPhone is not in dark mode anymore. I don't know how to get it back. So, this is already nicely formatted with one space in between. Okay, so there it is, blah, blah, blah. Very generic. It's obviously not personal because it's such a wide audience. Then I went to add to your post, and I was like, let me go to DollarProbs LEDs and use the screensaver. And then I was like, let's get frisky here and use like 2 or 3. So then it like in the pictures that says like 3 things put across, you know. I'm like, okay, there we go. Now we're just looking really stupid there, and I'll post it, you know. And here it is. It's posted. New member just now. And there's what it looks. Now when people look through the pictures, they'll see 3 of our pictures in a row, our logo. Now it's out there. We've gained some exposure. Matt, this could be you. Is this you?
Yeah, actually, just kidding.
It's just a stock image. Anyway, so that's it. And then I just like refreshed kind of, and then I closed out. And I was like, see, there it is. There's our post. There it is. And now my Facebook is filled with all this junk of these LED things, and I hate it.
Yeah, that's how mine is.
And I was like, oh, and then here's how you I was like, this takes so much time. I'm going to go in and manage notifications. I don't want any of that. I just want it off, and I don't want to see, what have I done to that? But then I have to do that like 40 times, so that'll be over time as I see, I'll do that. Here's a post, and then here's the notifications that were telling me like, it was removed. And I see what you mean, where some of them it was like a listing, so I just did a generic LED light bulbs for sale, $3, posted the same thing and threw a picture in there, and I just posted it and stuff there. So this is our feedback from BYU, UVU, whoever this, shall we say, Karen is. Why is it violated? Housing contracts only, no items or services. This group is specific, blah, blah, blah. Failure to follow can result in immediate dismissal of the group.
As if, like, I'm supposed to care.
Now, now look, we're not even kicked out. We're still in it. And then the people that actually message are people like Joe here, where we'll go in and message. Okay, clearly I'm sure he's served a mission there, but, we're going to go to Joe, and then we're going to message him and say, this is totally random. Okay, ta-da, we sent it. There you go, message to Joe. That's my 1 of 20, so 19 left to go. And that's it. And so it's finding these people secretly within the groups now that we've infiltrated them. And then I go off to like Ashley and like, oh, hello, Ashley. You want to sell your contract? Oh, what? Did I just call the future or what? Mission call right there.
You know when it says Mormon.org in the
go.
bio.
You know, like
they're either leaving or just got home.
So there I am. She doesn't know it, but I know that she wants to make her place a little brighter. And so that's it. 2 out of 19. So if you bust through this, it actually only takes like, I think you get it all done in like less than half an hour. 20 minutes if you're just, randomly shooting out stuff there, So that's it. That's for Ashley. And now look, my message history is going to be all filled up with these silly randos and stuff. And then it's going to, like, tomorrow I'll check and she will see it, and then they'll be, like, blocked or something. Here's the other admin feedback from LEDs are awesome, which I totally disagree because that's the point of this Facebook page, but whatever. Posts removed for violation of group rules. Please read them.
Member of less than 6 months may not post ads or promote their business.
Except handmade items. These were handmade items. Did we not package them with care with our 10 little phalanges?
This is not the group for building sales via social media.
But if we're there for more than 6 months, then you get star status to post, which is just... Anyway, so that's an example. This is what we're learning about how, This one.
Facebook is so whack.
Another group, a rando group that was not important, that I should not have joined because it was not a meaningful, important, geographically strategic group.
Did we get kicked out of this one too?
No, but we got comments.
Do you supply to India, sir?
And I am just, what should I do? Should I even reply? Should we just delete that? Or just keep it? But what do you guys? Let's take a vote. We're a company vote now. You are the board, remember that. Because we make decisions as a team. Should we reply and say something? Or should we delete it and just hide in coward?
We should just remove ourselves from that group.
What do you say, Matt?
I agree. I don't think we'll get much from that.
Okay. Should we delete this too, or just leave it hanging? Leave our potential Indian customers in the dark.
If this ever goes,
they'll never know.
What the heck does this mean? Runaway, twin babies, headache? What? Are these real people?
How do they know there's only 3 of us?
Yeah, should we keep this or just leave the group?
Leave the group.
Yeah,
Okay. How do we leave the group?
Unless we're going international sometime soon.
Well, hopefully in a couple of years. Are you sure you want to leave LED lighting industry? Yes, we're sure. Okay, we've now left the group. We're now interacting with your pro. Oh, here I am making fun of all these like missionaries, and look at this, guys. Like, look at that. But that's old though. I mean,
you look way different.
2016. Look at that. That's who I went to see in Washington. Was these guys, these little kids, and she got baptized. She just turned 8, and she's like what? 4 in this picture. So that was probably the coolest haircut I got too.
You do not look. You look like completely different people.
Oh, well, that's why we're adopted. Remember? That's why they're not Asians. Is that what you're?
No. I'm
that
saying
picture and
you
you.
then and you now are
Oh,
two
right.
completely different people.
So, that is me.
Come on, Derek. I knew you were adopted.
I was like, wait, do you see the difference? Or can you feel the love tonight? So there I was in Portland. That's where I went. That's why I wasn't here with you guys last week. You know.
Did you see the new Salt Lake?
Yeah, it's this right here. It's awesome, guys. We should go on a field trip there if no one else takes us in.
I was just there like a month ago.
Like
literally the
I'm
day it
going
opened,
there
I was
next
there.
week.
It's really cool. It's very easy and simple. It's literally 2 bars of buildings, and you get into one building, and it's just one long hallway. So you can't get lost in like all these extra quarters. It's just like one long
Yeah.
hallway, and that's how you get
Although
in there.
leaving is so annoying. You have to walk so far from your terminal to get to.
The
like-
check-in is really smooth. You just do that. And this is like the most advanced, whatever check-in. It's really not that. I mean, you just check in.
They have like cool sculptures everywhere.
Yeah, this is weird. These seats are uncomfortable. They need more of these. This is like a giant rock in the middle of a hall you can sit on. And these are weird little plastic these are like the same material, these curvy things as those. But it's nice, it's cool. Security's past there. That's like underneath a corridor or whatever as you pull up. That's an old airport. Took through a window.
I literally left in the old airport and came back in the new one. I was like, oh, this
It's
is weird.
super cool. See, there's the long hallway. It just goes all the way down there. There were lots of missionaries that day too. And we were like right there. That's where we waited for the little Delta airplane. There were lots of little airplanes zooming right there. There's bathrooms right here.
Like, was it just me, or when you came back, was that like, in order? I don't know if you had to go to baggage claim, but to walk all the way over
We
there,
did.
it was so long.
It was a long one.
It was like literally like half a mile. Like you had to walk all the way down, turn left,
I
walk like.
always use these little people movers. That's you can't even see it, but
Oh.
those like automatic
Yeah,
sidewalks.
I mean, you
and
walk
stuff.
on those.
That's what I was using and stuff because I'm lazy. And they've got their socially distanced seats there.
That is
You're
not 6
supposed to
feet.
sit there. That's my sister Shauna. That looks like you, Adam.
No.
I remember taking this picture. I took like 3 times because I was trying to like take it without him looking up at me, and it was like super awkward. So, anyway, that's on the airplane. This is in Portland. The airport is a little bit more busier there. That's my family. My dad and my mom live there.
Keep Portland weird.
I know, I love it. So that was after security. Not too crowded, really. Everyone's wearing masks. They've got this ugly green flooring that apparently they were going to replace. But then people had an uproar and they didn't want it to be replaced because they like the green carpet. And I think it's ugly.
It's
I mean,
Portland.
Look at that.
Why are we shocked?
It's just weird. It's just weird. And then the ceiling. It's like not even finished. It looks like it was a half-baked building, I feel
Okay,
like.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the ceiling, walking down the what's the main hall, the first hallway right here at UVU? You know the one with like
The
all
LA?
Yeah.
Yeah, just the main hallway.
Yeah, the main, is that the LA? In the
Yeah.
LA building, yeah, like, dude, the piping on the top, I know.
Oh, yeah.
That, I think, looks so bad. Like, I know that it's supposed to, like, the
That's unique though. That's iconic.
I know they're supposed
That's
they're
iconic
trying
for UVU.
like, it's supposed to, like, give it, like, this, like, cool aesthetic, and I just
But in
think
these new
that
buildings, they don't do it though. I feel like.
they don't, no, that's the only place to do it, is down that whole hallway.
Well, now, don't they have it in Gunther Tech still?
I don't know,
Yeah,
that is way too advanced for me.
I don't think I've ever been over there.
I had to take a test one time up there, and I was like, yeah, there's way too many nerds up here, so can't be caught dead.
Oh, That's what it looks like. It was very empty. There's like hardly anyone there. There's just weird seat things. So it's a cool airport. Security. There we go, little family walking through. You know, so that's what it's like there. I don't remember how that relates to this and stuff, but anyways. And here was us at DollarProbs at UVU for a long time ago. You know, doing the VentureCon fair, which I wanted us to do, but it was on a Wednesday afternoon, like the other week, and I wouldn't have been able to. I don't
Is
know if
campus
you guys
still
were able
open?
to. Right now it is, but it won't be after Thanksgiving, right?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I thought because of the new mandate they closed it down for good, like forever ago, a week ago or whatever.
So, I'm not sure. I'd have to check on that. That's our Facebook activities. So we looked at that. This week, I will go back and, I don't know, I almost feel like I should just pull out of all these groups.
All the international
I was doing this for quantity, not for quality, because I was pressured to feel like I better do something too with them, you know. And find more meaningful groups like you did, Matt. So Adam, when you do it this week, find meaningful Utah groups, not rando Chinese groups out there who want to ask us if we sell to India.
I saw one that was like China LED or something like that. I was like,
oh yeah, which one is? I don't know. It's somewhere down.
I think the very bottom, right there. China
LED lights. Makes no sense.
Lighting for film.
I mean, I was really stretching on that here. I was really making dubious, you know, encouragement. What was it, China?
LED lights.
Oh, it was this one, I think. Oh yeah, because look, you saw my name right there. I posted. This was a listing. So, hey there. Oh, and I posted like 4 times. Look at that. Like, I was like, let me just do it. Oh, like 5 or 6. I don't know. There's a lot. And then these random, like, who are these people? Like, 8, and that's interesting. That's cool packaging, actually. I think that's unique. From Khalid. That's cool packaging. Isn't that interesting? They've got their own little brand. That's what we do with green boxes. That's cool. So, you know, they're all over the place. So, yeah, this is the stuff that I'd be like, you know, if I click on this, then my computer's going to be taken over by spyware or something. See, Pakistan, and these are probably not relevant. I mean, just the names here, we can tell these are not really relevant to our purpose as a business, to my chagrin. So we've got that. We're going to work on that, make more meaningful groups this week. I think that would be good. Did I close that email again?
On the far side.
Oh, okay. KSL. We had some looks on that, but
No takers.
no takers.
Yesterday I posted
On?
Instagram, and I just said like, we have officially launched our product.
Mm-hmm.
Like, message us if you're interested. I didn't put anything like prices or anything, but
That's good. I was going to post on Instagram last night on my computer, but you can't post on desktop. You have to do it on. I think that's kind of dumb.
yeah, they don't want super edited photos, even though that's all they're getting. They're super edited photos.
So here we go. 23 page views. 23 people, unless you sat there, Matt, and was like, I'm going to make Derek feel good tomorrow, so let me just refresh each time. Because that will increase the count if we do that. 23 versus 11. Oh, maybe people like floods better than these.
Probably.
And they can't even tell. I don't think you could even tell that this is retail arbitrage here. I mean, maybe you could, but these are still decent pictures. Versus 14 and 16. Okay, I think you posted first, Matt, so mine were the new ones. You got 8 and 4. Now, I changed, each post was different categories. Like one I did like home and garden and bathroom, and then one home and garden and like kitchen. One I did just like general appliances. It was totally not related, just to see. But
I just did all the same categories.
Okay, which is fine. Well, that's great. That's good that we did it differently to see how. Look, we've even named them differently and stuff. So it's like unique to see how we posted them. So I'll still want you to do this too here, Adam. But this is good. You can take a look at what we've done and kind of copy over. I mean, come up with your own description. It can be loosely worded to what we've already done, but it's interesting to see how we've each worded them differently. So you can look to these for inspiration. That's good. It's up there. It's up there for a month, and then it like expires, and you can renew it. Which I'll just click renew for all of them for like years on end. I'll just keep, and then like January I'll take it down. Somebody from India messaged or commented. I posted these at like 2 in the morning. So after I sent the email, then I was doing this, and they're like, "Do you have more information about your light bulbs? What are the chi-scores and the spectrometers?" I wanted you guys to Google that up to see just generally what it is. Google this up here and then tell us, enlighten us on what this could possibly. I have no idea what it means. I was like, I've never even heard of this data, and I know this would probably not be data we could get if it was specific to, unless we're just taking a general 60 watt, 650 lumen light bulb. So Google that up there, and I'll have you guys share briefly what you found. It's just a very informal. Oh, this is what it says on Google. And then I was going to have you guys formulate a coherent response, like you say this and you say that, and then we'll post it, but then they delete the comment and the post is gone.
Yeah, because I clicked on that link and then nothing.
Yeah, it's not there anymore, because I
Yeah.
just did too. I was trying to look for it, and then it also disappeared in my notifications, because like right here it said, it was some weird name, it said so-and-so commented, and so I was like, oh, they asked an interesting question I'd like to learn about.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, I was like, is this a joke or...
No,
nothing's
it was
there.
not a joke there. It was serious responding to our potential customers and they to be a responsive company and responsible, but it disappeared, I guess, hours
So CRI is color rendering index.
later. Okay.
It's a quantitative measure of the ability of light source to reveal colors of various objects faithfully in comparison with an ideal or natural light source. So
that's color rendering what?
So it's the color rendering index.
Okay.
Quantitative measure of the ability of a light source to reveal the colors of various objects faithfully in comparison with an ideal or natural light source. So basically, oh man, I could be so wrong, but what I believe it to be is like, the Pink Floyd.
That prism thing where
Yeah.
the rainbow comes out?
I think it has something kind of to do with that.
Good. That's sufficient enough for our needs.
Because that's what all the pictures are showing. Is
Oh, okay. So you like okay, that's good.
yeah.
So now we've learned something. It's a color, say it one more time, I just can't remember.
Effect on an illuminant on the color appearance of objects by conscious or subconscious comparison with their color appearance under a reference illuminant.
Okay. All right. Matt, what have you found here on our very basic science lesson today in physics on the...
So spectrometer is actually a scientific instrument used to separate and measure spectral components of a physical phenomenon. And so it says, in visible light, a spectrometer can separate white light and measure individual narrow bands of color called a spectrum. So it just sounds like maybe that's how they scientifically measure like white light versus the bright daylight.
You know what? Your scientists were so much nicer than my scientists because these dudes did not know how to explain anything.
And what does the images show when you go to images? What does it look like? Is it a machine, the spectrometer?
Yeah, I mean, this is what the images show there.
Oh, fancy.
What you can buy, and then there's just a bunch of graphs for
Oh, guys, I got it.
data.
I
Yes.
understand it now.
What?
So it's basically like your shirt is blue, so it takes in all the other colors and expresses blue, right? And so it's basically saying with natural light versus the artificial light, would it do the same thing? Is
Okay.
kind of what these pictures are explaining to me.
To kind of gauge how natural
Yeah.
looking a light is or how artificial it
Yeah.
is in comparison to real or natural.
Yeah, so if it has a high, what's called CRI, it means that it would display the same color. like natural light versus in here, does that look the same versus out there?
Oh, okay.
And then if it had a low CRI, like that means that would look like purple in here, but outside it would be the multiple blues.
Okay. Awesome. There you go. We learned some
There
stuff. That's good. Did you guys have any ideas about field trips? I'm gonna listen to your podcast tonight as I go to bed. See how it went. I hope it went good last week while I was gone. And I feel bad for not telling you before because I honestly did not remember I was leaving until after you guys left, and I was like, oh. It was not just a last minute cop out. It was a pre-planned family thing that I just somehow forgot.
No, we didn't. Last week we didn't talk about ideas, and I kind of forgot to think of any, so I don't have any ideas for a field trip this week.
Okay. It's my dying goal to get us to at least one field trip in December.
Okay.
So we can do so. Now, if you ever want to come visit Blue Raven Solar, where I work at the corporate office, you can do that and meet the CEO. I have good email acquaintances.
Your homies?
We were shuffleboard partners last year
Yeah.
for the company tournament.
How did, what do you do? So I know that basically you do the layouts.
Yes.
For
I'll show
solar.
you and stuff. I'll show you after.
But do you have to have a special degree or anything, or is it pretty much
it's
just
entry level.
they were just yo, we're hiring, you seem like a good person for it?
I actually forgot I even applied for this. When the boss called me to offer me an interview, I asked him, I was like, sorry, but what company are you representing again? And then I said,
And you still got hired.
and I said, is this a sales job? Because this is Vivint and stuff. And he's like, no, it's a design job, and you communicate with sellers, but you don't. And I was like, it's a sales job, isn't it? But it's not.
Yo, are y'all hiring? Because I need to get out.
We are. I'll vouch for you. I'll vouch for you in that.
What, Indeed or what?
I sent these messages out. I sent more than this. This is not all of them. Okay, this is someone I found in a textbook that I thought was cool, so I wanted to meet him because he was in one of my textbooks for school. But I messaged Astrid, Johnny, Brandon, Blake, Jason, Benton.
And they all said nah?
Well, none of them have even apparently looked at the message. You don't see the little face down here.
You know what?
There's Ryan, our good friend Ryan, the founder. He and his dad founded it. Got bought out for $8 billion.
Qualtrics.
And I just said to all these people, I have 2 student interns. We want to do a little mini field trip. Would you be willing to allow us to come have a quick tour? I know it's coronavirus. We'll be safe and wear a mask, blah, blah, blah. And I tried to put a little mini connection in each of the messages about why I like the company. And I said, we would love to do it on a Thursday evening. So I sent these messages out. I hope we can see one of these plays. This is for UVU, of course, president. So I love Astrid. And I got to meet President Holland. I'm like elder brother, President Holland. And I thought he was great when I met him and stuff here. This is, Homie or Divvy? Oh, Homie, Weave, Divvy, Crumble Cookies, the headquarters here. Harmon Brothers, have you heard of them? The ones that do the Squatty Potty.
Oh, okay.
And it's a marketing firm. And then people, I also messaged a handful more from, I covered these companies and stuff on LinkedIn. I asked all these people, I said, hey, can we get in and come visit your executive team? I don't want your low staff, I want the executive, the CEOs and stuff. How many minutes left?
4.
4. Well, okay, we're almost done with that.
6.
So, and then Congress, do you want to talk? I was like, oh man, what if we got a thing at the state capitol? I'd do that. But then I was like, well, you guys are not political science majors. But if you really want something government, I'll reach out to government connections. I know I interviewed with Mitt Romney and Mike Lee's team and stuff there a few weeks ago.
Yep.
So, so I really hope one of these, and there's Blue Raven, but I already work there, so I mean, I don't know. It'd be awkward because I haven't been in the office since March, so it'd freak them out to see me. But I'd do it for you guys if you wanted to go talk to them. I'd email the CEO and I'd say, hey, do you want to host my interns? And I would want to come chat with you.
I could see about Nah, never mind.
Okay, that's okay.
A company I used to work with, they're just a security company, nothing too crazy.
Look, I'm open for anything. I think it'd be fun to do something like that.
I
The
don't
last.
wanna see
Oh,
them.
sorry.
Oh no, I was just saying I don't want to see them because
You know, I did think about one of my other previous employers. I thought, oh, never mind. I don't want to take them there. You know, I was like, I don't want to see, like everyone. I was like, I'll just keep it to the cool people. But I'd be proud to, a Blue Raven because I like them. And all my other companies is just, certain office politics that everyone goes through. We won't meet next week because it's Thanksgiving. But we'll meet that 3rd, and then is this the last day, the 10th? Or
feel like
I don't
that-
want to meet during your
I
finals.
think the
We're gonna
last
be
2 weeks
done.
are finals. So the 7th through the 18th, I think is all finals.
Okay,
I
so
think, I'm not positive.
at least
Oh,
the 3rd.
okay.
We'll meet the 3rd at least. That may be our last meeting. I'll let you know in text. Or if one of you finds it later, can you just text it through and say yeah?
Yeah.
If we have finals this week, then we'll make the 3rd our last. If we don't, then we'll do the 10th as the last. But we will certainly not
I
meet
laughed
after
too
that.
raw.
Yeah, we won't meet after that.
I gotta make sure I get on my out. Oh my gosh, I still have to schedule that
Oh, yeah.
my exit interview.
Do you have like another professor that like?
So yeah, we have a
Yeah.
professor who we have to like do like an essay for him to explain
Oh,
what we're
okay.
doing and stuff,
Okay.
and like what we're learning and that sort of thing.
We've actually, I feel like, okay, let me tell this real fast here. We've got, I feel like I hope I've showed you a lot. I mean, I honestly, like the actual hands-on, that's hard. That's a challenge that's probably not the best job as, but, I don't know. I mean, like we've gotten to the point where we've done everything. We put stuff together. You've learned some supply chain stuff there.
Mhm.
We've looked at a little bit of social media stuff there, silly mistakes there, here and there. But then this is a challenge of why it's so hard to actually start your own company and like do stuff, because like when you've got school hanging over your head and other jobs, it is hard to make progress in a little startup, which I totally understand. And so that's so interesting to like for you to see, I think, how some people do it and stuff, and some are more successful than others and stuff there. And so I talked to Gabe, this guy. We had a meeting the other day on Zoom, and he said he was very interested in trying. He said, I don't want to gut the company, which I said, listen, if you want to gut it, you can gut it and just license and use DollarProbs, whatever you want to try. But he said, but because of my background in sales or whatever, I would try to push the sales harder and just try to actually, make more of an effort on like however to sell and move product and inventory and stuff. So, and I told him, I said, well, you could build a new team and stuff if I'm not going to be here, and then try your hand at it. And then if you like it, then great, you can keep doing it. If not, then you will have tried it and still gotten credit for an internship and that there. So he said, we decided the end of the year, end of December, very beginning of January to see if he wants to try it, and then I'll basically, if he did, I'd like, okay, then you can just kind of hire new interns and do that, and I'll be some off to the side person. We'll see if you want to try this and stuff. So again, same offer to you guys. If you also find other people, another friend that's like, oh, do you want to try to sell and put a team together or do that? By all means, I'm more than happy to entertain any ideas that you guys have. So, anyways, well, I think I'm gonna end that there. Yeah, 1 minute left. Okay, we're pretty good. So that's good. But I think if we get our KSL things there, improve our Facebook groups, and then I really promise, in 2 weeks, I will have done calls for you. I may not get 20, like we may not all get 20. I actually don't think we will. I hope we do, but if we don't, obviously that's understandable because I don't want to cause PTSD at them. But we'll try to get just a few more calls. But we do have inventory that we want to sell, but we've done all this hard work of learning about light bulbs, and then read up and refresh on light bulbs and stuff there to become educated. All right, is that good? Any other questions, comments?
Good here.
All right. Well, I'll let this end here. It should it's got 12 seconds. That's the longest we've ever gone. So thanks again for listening. And I'm going to end it.